Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a fun video. I'm going to share with you my Sephora VIB recommendations, and I know this video is going to be very long, so I'll grab a snack and I hope you don't mind. I'm also really excited because I'm doing this video as a collab with one of my dear friends. Her name is Ella, and she just recently started YouTube, and I love her. Obviously she's my dear friend, but I love her videos. I look forward to them. I watch every single one, and she has just really fantastic product recommendations and a lot of products that you don't really hear a lot of hype about. She loves. So definitely go check her out. I know you guys will absolutely love her. So yes, I would love for you guys to go support her and subscribe to her channel and send her some love that she deserves. And her recommendations, I can't wait to watch. They're gonna be so good. I just know it. And that way you guys can get like a different perspective. You can get my recommendations plus somebody else's. I'm probably also gonna be forgetting a lot of things to share with you. I've been making a list for the last couple weeks deciding what I'm gonna talk to you guys about, and I know that there's stuff that I forgot that I still recommend, so I apologize if I missed something. But yeah, these are just the things I'm going to share with you, so let's go ahead and rock and roll. During the VIB sale, when you get 20% off, it's a great time to invest in those really high price point items. So with that being said, my first product recommendation is $270. Very, very expensive, but save 20% and get it at a better cost. This is my holy grail curling iron. This is it's called the T3 Whirl Interchangeable Styling Wand. It does come with 3 different wands. This is just the one that I've been using a lot lately. And this is the best curling iron that I've ever used. It heats up so fast, and it truly does hold my curl better and longer than any other curling iron that I've ever used. So very expensive, but it's a great time to stock up and save 20%. Absolutely love this wand. And stuff like this will last you a lifetime if you take good care of it. Sticking with hair, I have to recommend my Bumble and Bumble BB powder. It says equal parts dry shampoo, style extender, and volume in a pinch. It does everything that it says. I've raved about this. I love this. This is my holy grail hair product, and I don't ever want to be without it. I will be repurchasing another bottle of this in the VIB sale because I love it. It is more expensive. My price tag says $26, and I've been using it probably at least every other day for the past 2 months, and I'm only about half gone, so a little bit does go a long way. If you have fine flat hair, this is a must-have. They also have a tiny like deluxe travel size of this that's a smaller bottle that is $12, so that's also a great way to try this out. Next, let's talk about tools or brushes and tools. Of course, Beauty Blender. If you are a Beauty Blender fan, go ahead and stock up on one. Get it for around the $16 price point versus the $20 with the discount. We all love the Beauty Blender. Mine's actually starting to fall apart, which is my first Beauty Blender to hit the dust. So I will be picking up another one of those. Now I do have an entire, I think 2 videos dedicated to my Sephora collection brushes, which I cannot recommend enough. I absolutely love them. So I did break it down to just 2 brushes to recommend for this video, but if you're curious, I will link those other videos, the Sephora brush videos, below. So if you haven't seen those, you can check those out and get more ideas and hear my thoughts on all my brushes, because I have almost all of them. So I'm going to recommend the Sephora Pro Precision Blush Brush number 73. This is such a cool, unique brush. And it's like that, and this is like the tadpole blush. You basically dip your brush in the product, tap it off, and you start right there, tadpole motions, boom, you're done. It's blended, it's applied, it's great. Love this brush. Holy grail, favorite blush brush of all time. And then another amazing one is the Pro Airbrush Concealer number 57. It's great for buffing out concealer under the eye, especially. Literally applies the concealer flawlessly, and you just can't go wrong with it. What would this video be without me recommending my Tarte Maracuja, Pure Maracuja oil, which is my holy grail beauty oil. I just absolutely love this. I use this almost every night just as a intense hydration, overnight type moisture, and I just really love this. I can't say enough good things about it. This is the super jumbo size, which is more expensive, but obviously it's more of a value that way. So I love that. Another face skincare item I'm going to recommend is the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Eye Cream. They also have the hydrating eye cream, but I just have been using this one lately, and I just absolutely love it. I put it on every day before every day I do my makeup. I put it on under my eyes. That's where you put an eye cream, but I put it on before I put on concealer, and it just makes my concealer go on beautifully. If you have under eye issues with concealer, if it looks crepey, dry, not good, you have to try a Bobbi Brown eye cream. I don't think you would be disappointed whatsoever. More expensive, obviously a great time to save with the 20% off. Next, I have my favorite primer from Sephora, and this is the Murad Invisibler Perfecting Shield. This has an SPF of 30 in it, and it says treats, blurs, and protects, and I just love this. It is really slippery and really silicone filling, but it just helps your makeup literally go on so smooth, and it kind of like, if you have a wrinkle, let's say like a fine line or a wrinkle that is like that on your skin, this stuff kind of like fills it in and almost makes the wrinkle like smooth. So when you put on your foundation next, everything just glides over it so much more beautifully. You probably wouldn't like this if you have oily skin, but any other skin type, I recommend this. Again, like a lot of the products from Sephora, more expensive, so a great time to invest. It's a great time during the sale to get a new foundation, one that you've been lusting after, or replenish one, but I'm not going to recommend a specific foundation. I mean, it kind of is a foundation. Well, let me just tell you what it is. I'm going to recommend the custom cover drops by Cover FX. I love these. These are just a super duper pigmented product that I mix with my foundation pretty much every time that I'm not wearing like a light everyday foundation. I mix this in. It's just so beautiful and full coverage. It just amps up the coverage of any other foundation, or you can mix this with anything. You can mix it with a primer, you can mix it with a moisturizer to get like a tinted moisturizer. It's very customizable, and this is the foundation or the complexion product that I will be recommending. And I have mine in 10 if you're curious. They have a ton of shades to choose from. They have pink undertones, neutral undertones, golden undertones. Love. The one palette that I recommend is the Kat Von D Shade and Light. This is the Shade and Light face palette. So it is like a contour and highlight palette, and I love it. I use these 3 shades, a little bit of the darker peachy color, but a mixture of all 3 to set under my eyes, and then obviously the darker ones to contour with. It's such a beautiful palette, very easy to work with, very blendable, so I definitely recommend that one. So next, I'm going to share with you everything related to eyes. So first up, I'm going to do eyeshadow. And I definitely suggest picking out some colors of your favorite shades from the Makeup Forever eyeshadows. These are one of my favorite Holy Grail eyeshadows. You just can't go wrong. They're foolproof, easy to use, pigmented, but easy to work with. Fast makeup days, you just can't go wrong. I do have a whole video with my entire collection, which is much more than this, with swatches and everything, so I will link that below as well. Any related videos I will link down below for you guys, so definitely pick up some that you like. If you haven't already, you have to pick up one of the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadows. I like all the shades, I truly do, but the one that I'm just going to shout out just for the multi-purposeness of it is the shade Thunderstruck, which is this white, yellowy gold color. You can use it as an eyeshadow, obviously as a highlight, inner corner brow bone, and on cheek highlight as well. Love these. These are just impeccable, amazing. I have to shout out and recommend my Bobbi Brown eyeshadows. I do have a recent video where I did a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow, well, I did a Bobbi Brown haul with my entire eyeshadow collection and swatches, so I'll link that video below as well. It's really personal preference as far as which shades to get. I just think you can't go wrong with Toast, which is this one here for a blending color. Really just great everyday type colors. Not only everyday colors, but also companion colors that you can just, you know, put with like a shimmery shade or a pigment. Another eyeshadow that I feel like needs so much more love on YouTube are the Ardency in, they have a weird name, Manuka, the Modster Manuka Honey Enriched Pigments. Basically, it's like a pressed pigment eyeshadow, and I have 2 colors that I just really love for their uniqueness, and this one is Heaven. It's like a gold, but also like a cool tone at the same time. It's freaking amazing. And then I also have the color Peacock, which is like a MAC blue brown on steroids pretty much. And I don't know why I'm swatching on my knuckles. That's ridiculous. They have a ton of colors, well, not a ton, but they have quite a few colors to choose from with these. And if you're not familiar, they do actually pop out. The pan pops out, and it is magnetized, so you can put that like in a Z palette if you want to. Also by Ardency In, I highly recommend if you have issues with eye pencils for the waterline. Basically, if you're looking for an eyeliner that stays put and that is amazing, the Ardency in, what is this called? The Smooth Ride Supercharged Eyeliner. It is not retractable, it's a sharpenable pencil. This one stays in like no other, and they have some really awesome colors to choose from as well with that. Another eyeliner, of course, is going to be the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, which is the black shade. Most easy, user-friendly, dummy approved talking about myself, eyeliner. You can't mess it up with this. You can, but it's easy not to mess it up. You feel? Love that. Liquid eyeliner if you're not familiar. And then a mascara that I've been meaning to put in my monthly favorites, but they just never made it. I don't know why, but this is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I love this. It's very similar. The wand is similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but this just lasts longer. It doesn't flake off as long. And I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex for like what it does to the lashes, but the tube dries out faster than any mascara that I've ever used, and it does flake on me, and this one does not, but gives you the same result. So I really enjoy that, and I have that on today, a couple coats. The concealer that has been on my under eyes, and I think it's safe to say every single video that I've filmed in the last probably 3 months, is the Clinique, what is it called? The Line Smoothing Concealer. This is, I think it beats out my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which that's also a recommendation, but I don't know, this stuff, I don't know what I like better. This stuff is exceptional. So full coverage, lightweight, blends really easy. The only downside to this concealer is the shade range. I believe there's only 5 colors to choose from, and I have a couple shades, but the one that I find just works the best for my fair skin is the light, I think it's the lightest shade. It's moderately fair, which is kind of a odd name, right? But check this out, super affordable compared to like the NARS. Clinique rocks my socks off sometimes. I have another Clinique product I'm going to talk about, but you have to check this out. You have to. Speaking of NARS or Radiant Creamy Concealer, I have this little one, which I actually haven't used this, but you guys know I love my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But this is like a tiny little travel size, and it's $12. So this one will be living in my purse because it's really great, you know, for touch-ups or whatever, brightening. And I have mine in the shade Vanilla. For blushes, I'm keeping it very streamlined, and I'm going to recommend one formula. These are the Clinique Cheek Pops. This is in Cola Pop, and I have it on my cheeks today. This is like the darkest, like most scary looking color, but I just wanted to wear it today so you guys can see how it looks. I love these. Again, I have a whole video on these with swatches. I have 9 out of the 12 colors, so that will be linked below if you want to check it out. But I just love these. You cannot go wrong. They're such a beautiful, like, easy to like build and layer, but very like sheer and sheeny at the same time. Very natural and very flattering blush. And of course the packaging, you just cannot go wrong with that. And probably my favorite color of the Cheek Pops is the Nude Pop. It's just beautiful on fair skin. I have some highlighters to talk about. Of course, I cannot do this video without recommending the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, the pressed ones by Becca. I have the Champagne Pop. Is that Champagne Pop? Nope, that's actually Opal. So I love that one. My favorite, I think my favorite is Moonstone. And then I do have this one's Moonstone. Yes, Moonstone, which I just prefer on my skin, on my fair yellow skin. And then I have Champagne Pop, Jaclyn Hill's collab color, which is just that beautiful color. And even if you're fair and you think this doesn't look good on you, I swear it looks good on everybody. Like every skin tone that I've seen it on, from light to dark, it looks good. And then of course the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. I have mine in the shade Beige. These are just such a beautiful multifunctional product. Use it as eyeshadow, highlight. I am wearing this beige color today as a highlight, and I love it. It's so beautiful. It truly is so beautiful, and I definitely recommend snagging one when you can save 20% because these are not cheap. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills tweezers. These are my holy grail tweezers. They hold up for the longest time. They don't get dull, and they're just amazing. Next, I have a few bronzers to share. And the first one is a Sephora Collection bronzer in the shade Los Cabos. They do have other shades to choose from, but I just find Los Cabos is the most kind of universally flattering shade. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's almost like perfect in between at a neutral color, and it's just really beautiful. And then the next one is, I mean, this is like an oldie, diehard but goodie. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Golden Light. You can't tell, but I'm really close to hitting pan on this. If you have a hard time finding a bronzer that looks good on your skin, you have to check this one out. It is just beautiful. And then the last one is one that I have really gotten into a lot lately, which everybody loves it, but it's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, the Milk Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer, which is another just great bronzer for fair skin, probably all the way up to light skin. Probably wouldn't like it if you have medium skin or deeper, probably wouldn't really show up on you. So those are my bronzers. And then I do have this value set to share with you. This one is for a friend, so I will be gifting this, but you get, it's by Too Faced, and you get 3 of the Melted Kiss lipsticks, and I believe they're all deluxe sizes, so they're not the full size, but unless you like crazily go through your products, it's a great way to try it. And then you also get 3 little of the blushes, which I love, and I have all the full size ones as well, so that's a great little gift set. I think I am done with everything except lip products, and I have quite a few, so let's do it. So the first formula that I'm going to recommend is the lipstick that I'm wearing today, and this is the Marc Jacobs Marc lip cream, and these are just so creamy, but they're like the most creamiest but the most long wearing lipstick ever, so you really get the best of both worlds with that. I have a couple of shades that I love and I'll recommend. The shade that I'm wearing today is Georgie Girl, and it's just like a beautiful everyday pink color. And then I have Boy Gorgeous, which is just a beautiful fall berry color, so good. And Infamous, which is a kind of an everyday mauve color, so good. You just can't go wrong with it. I mean, I've been saying that throughout the whole video, but it's just true. And the last one that I'm going to recommend is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. These are just my favorite colors, but just choose a color that you like and you'll love the formula, I promise. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a little bit more of a rose, like a roseberry mauve color. And of course, I have to recommend the NARS Audacious Lipsticks, another holy grail lipstick formula. And some of my favorite shades are pretty much everybody's favorite shades, but Anna and Anita, whoops. And both of these lipsticks are magnetized, so they're really purse friendly. They're not going to open up in your purse. Anita, I like Repel for a nude. This is one of my favorite nudes on fair skin. And then I have another one, but I'm going to double check. I'm going to double check and see if it's available at Sephora. It might be like a Barney's exclusive. Go ahead and scratch Vanessa from my recommendation because it's not a Sephora color. I don't think you can get it at Sephora. It must be just like a Barney's. It is a really good one, but I would definitely not purchase these until you can get them on sale because they're expensive. They're $32. My next lipstick recommendation is the Bite Beauty lipstick, the Luminous Cream lipstick. This comes in a ton of colors. The color that I have is Kava, which looks pretty freaky, but it's so beautiful. And I do have a whole lip swatch video of these, so I'll link that below as well. So you can just choose a color. These are so creamy and just feel so good on your lips. They do have resveratrol in them, which is like a skincare or lip treatment for your lips, so love those. And then the other regular lipstick recommendation is the Urban Decay, just the regular Revolution lipstick, not the matte formula. I actually haven't tried those, but just an everyday shade that's so flattering is Native, and I love this so much. Just a nudie pink color. Beautiful. And I have a liquid lipstick set that you cannot pass up. You have to get it. It's the Stila, I think it's called the Eternally Yours liquid lipstick set. You do get all 5, or just kidding, because I can count. That's 6. Oops. You get 6 colors. I believe it's $39. Such a great value. And I recently did my top 5 favorite liquid lipsticks, so you can see or hear more about these there. I think last for my recommendations are my lip liner picks. So the first ones that I have are the Marc Jacobs, what are these called? The Pout Liner. These are so long wear. They are click ups. Did you guys see that? Mine just like broke off. Well, part of it broke off, but these are so creamy. You do just twist it up, and I love these. They literally stain your lips. They're creamy, easy to work with, they glide on. I don't think they have a whole ton of colors of these, and I think my favorite one is the one that I can't find. It's Primrose. I think it's called Primrose. I'm pretty sure it's in my purse or something, but yeah. And then I love the Laura Mercier lip liner. And I have the shade Plumberry. I don't know where I was going with that. This is just a really beautiful plummy berry color. Yeah. These are, you do sharpen these, so a little bit annoying that way, but creamy, lasts a long time. Enjoy those. And then my other recommendations for liners from Sephora are the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip. These are great. These are sharpenable, but very, very creamy. And they last such a long time. And just, I don't know what color is my favorite. For a pink color, I really do love shade 22C. If you haven't picked up, I'm not trying to give you tell you color favorites, because these are just my favorites, but more so just like products in general, and then you can choose your favorite color out of the line, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. You feel me on that one? So 22C is just my personal favorite, like nudie pink color, but they have a ton of colors, and they just last so long. I feel like this video went by a lot faster than I had hoped, so we'll have to see. Cross your fingers it's not like a 40-minute video. But yeah, those are my recommendations, and I'm gonna go ahead and link for you my older, I think I have 2 or 3, maybe just 2 previous years when I did my Sephora recommendations videos. So I'll link those below. I actually might have to go back and watch those myself because I want to know what I was recommending years ago, a couple years ago. Let me know what you guys are gonna get, what's on your wish list for the VIB. What are you gonna save your 20% on? Also, please go check out my friend Ella, see what her recommendations are. I'm so excited to see what she's recommending because, like I said, she has on-point recommendations all the time. So yeah, go send her some love. Go subscribe to her channel. You will not be disappointed. Highly recommend her channel. Like I said, it's one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch, and I just can't say enough. She's so sweet and just a dear friend of mine, so go send her some love, please, and thank you. And tell her I sent you, of course. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you will subscribe if you're new to my channel. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!